It still feels weird that we won OL. Since then, we had some type of beef.
It's gonna be a bloody KVK for everyone in the community that's gonna be watching.
We're 93. You hear about 365 and you hear about JST. If you hear about 93, it's not a specific alliance, it's the kingdom itself. We decided even if we downsize, we're still gonna play together.
Almost got a tear down my eye for that one. Hello everyone, my name is Redline. I am a content creator who streams Rise of Kingdoms. Today, I have a special interview today with the current champions of the Horus realm, 93T. Thank you all for joining me today. I have Paw Paw, I have Onslaught, aka Silent, and I have Orchid. How are you three doing today?
Doing good.
Thanks for inviting us.
Awesome. So,
Thanks, Red.
thanks for being here, man. And before we get into the questions, I'd like for each of you to introduce yourselves. Tell us a little bit about how you've been playing the game for, what do you do in the kingdom, and anything else you'd like to share.
I've been playing Rise of Kingdoms since 2018, and I've been in 93 for almost 5 years as well. Me and Orchide, the second migration opened, we both migrated here with our kingdom.
Hello, everyone. My name is Paw Paw. I'm from China, currently living in Shanghai. I came to 93 like 1.5 years ago, and in our OL team, I played the role of outer lane, a defense scout. Unlike Silent, I'm just a small player in 93, so I'm happy to be here for the interview. Thanks, everyone.
Hello, my name is Orchide. I've been in 93 basically since the first day migration opened back in 2018. I play basically mainly DA defense. I feel good being here.
And so Paw Paw came in a year and a half ago, and then you two have been there since the beginning, since the rise, the restructure, and then to today. You guys are OGs in 93.
We first started playing in Kingdom 103, and then we didn't get along. We were in multiple civil wars. We decided that, we have to migrate out, and we picked 93. And I think we came with like 400 players, but yeah. We've been here since before even KVK1 started. But Paul, I recruited him, I think for KVK 10 or 11, not sure.
A lot of people didn't see 93T as the favorites this season. Only a few thought of you guys as title candidates. What would you like to say for those who thought against you? Because I know that in the community, a lot of people didn't think you would win against a JST or even make it this far. Anything you'd like to say about your guys' current win?
I think there's a difference between being a good team, which we have been for like a long time, and actually being good enough to win the championship. And honestly, I don't really blame them. Like, we were good, but our goal was to get top 4. And then once we, started getting into OL, we were like, oh wait, we can actually go very far.
And mainly because we're like focused on KVK, right?
Yeah.
OL comes like nearly the same time as KVK, like almost always. So we get to OL, get like top 8, top 4, and then we're satisfied.
Yeah, honestly, the timing never really worked for us. But for this season, OL basically started when our KVK ended. So we were finally able to fully focus on that.
For those who don't really believe in us, I understand them totally because our team is not really like having like full proc, full iconic gears, 45 people with a VIP 18. It makes sense people underestimate us. But for me personally, I bet all my markup champion coins on 93T because I thought we are a really top tier team. Yeah.
Because you have faith in yourself, Paul. Say it.
Also, I want to add that it still feels weird that we won OL. I mean, we always wanted to be good in OL, because also being good in ARC, it helps you with recruitment. But never really saw that we as a kingdom would win OL. Because we usually like KVK oriented. And ARC is only like 40 players, so we can really justify ignoring KVK for ARC focus, but yeah, we made it.
Yeah, I completely agree. I mean, the timing was perfect, and the one thing I kind of want to point out was that in the group stage, you guys faced against JST, which you guys defeated in the finals, and they did get a win over you guys. Did that specific game kind of influence your planning, practice, and just in morale in general leading up to the finals?
We actually discussed it as a team. Regardless if we win or lose, we are going to top 16. if it's guaranteed qualification, we might as well try to play the usual stuff, but not show too much.
Wow.
So that's what we did. We did try to hide some things, but they also played very well. It also showed us some things that we didn't know before.
I mean, if anything, it actually helped us against 1v as well. Because one thing about those teams, GST, 1v, like the big top teams, they always have a plan and they're willing to follow it. No matter what or how the game goes, they're always following the plan.
Yeah.
So if you actually like discover a pattern in that plan or like know what they're doing, they're easily counterable. Like not all the teams are the same, but it's like very similar between all of those big teams.
Agreed.
I think firstly GST did very well in that match because we beat them in regular AO before, but it's not very surprising since Korean teams usually practice a lot when OL comes. And also we didn't have like very difficult games before that match, so it was a kind of good practice for us overall. And later we spent like lots of time reviewing the match and fixed our mistakes and adjusted plans. So for me personally, I started being more involved in OL because I realized that we were still had a lot to improve. Yeah, but I was still like quite confident that we're gonna win.
I mean, that's awesome. Like, and you guys mentioned the 1v matchup because that was a top 4 match, I believe, when you guys faced against 1v. Like, how was that feeling playing against a 2-time champion 1v? Because, I mean, I'm sure you guys did your VOD work, you guys did your research, you guys took your practices and kind of prepared for that match. But the moment you beat them, like, how was that for you guys as a team?
This was our 3rd time playing 1v
Okay.
in a row in OL. In Season 5, we lost to NNAV, their 2nd team.
Mhm.
And then in Season 6, we lost 1v in top 8. Honestly, like, we prepared a lot since group stage, basically. Maybe a month we were focusing on 1v. And then a few days before the actual game, some of our players said that they can't play it. And one of them is a key player, like he's a lane captain and a rally leader. So the morale kind of dropped. We felt kind of bad because we were planning for weeks and now we were missing one of our best players.
Yeah.
Not even that only we were missing a captain, we were missing a couple of actual key field players, just normal players, but like our good ones.
Yeah.
So going into the 1v match, we were like a lot weaker than we should have been.
I mean, they kind of misplayed, but after we won, like, that's when we decided that we want to try to go for the OL win.
Now, after that impressive win against 1v and then being the champions in the Horus realm, many people see 93T as a contender for the grand final title. Of the other teams there, who do you guys feel is your biggest contender in the grand final?
The team in 2489, which used to be like former Blackjack.
Mm-hmm.
I think they have a pretty big chance to win. Not only because they're very good, but also now we're in KVK. So like our full focus is on KVK, and 60GT is also focusing for KVK. So it's kind of like a good time for them. One thing that I really like is this is going to be the first time that we are playing ARC with everyone having a fully maxed out account. For example, in this last match against GST in the finals, we tried to rush their obelisk at the start, and we had our players running T4 caps because they didn't have enough T5 caps.
Got it.
Yeah.
So I'm honestly like really excited.
Yeah, I'm excited for you guys, definitely. In the last match, everyone saw it. There was a mistake we saw from JST that happened at the first arc. Do you think that mistake that JST happened at that first arc was the reason why JST lost the entire match?
Before talking about the 3rd game, you see the 1st and 2nd game, GST had this one mistake I think they also saw, which is why they trained a lot for that 3rd game, where they needed to upgrade their building gameplay, right?
Mhm.
They needed to be better at building.
Mm-hmm.
And them focusing so much on that made that mistake happen that like they won the arc fight and they just instantly diverted to their weak point,
Mhm.
right?
I mean, you also have to consider that they won the first game after winning in group stage, so they were kind of already like, they won 2 games against us.
Yeah.
And then the way they lost the 2nd game, I mean, they lost the game in the last 2 minutes because of our provision. So I do think in game 3, the pressure was on their side because, I mean, we were already underdogs. Like, people didn't expect us to win. We said that we will try our best. If it doesn't work out, then, like, we tried. But I think the favorites, and they also did it themselves. So they probably played also like worse because of that.
Well said. So you guys faced JST multiple times in the OL season now. Now you guys are about to face up in a giant KVK against them. Do you think that this victory over JST and 365 in general is gonna fuel more, I guess, fire to the fight? Like, is there like a rivalry currently right now in this KVK because of that OL win?
I would say yes, because
sure, yeah.
I mean, 2 KVKs ago when we fought 365, we were allied with 960. I mean, since then we like had some type of beef between both kingdoms, and they've been waiting for us actually since last KVK. We fought 307, and since then they were messaging us asking when are we gonna register. So they've been waiting to play against us for like a few months.
Wow.
But now with the OL win, I do think we're more motivated. Like we feel better about the KVK.
Yeah, but also keep in mind, if you're a team that loses something like this, you want to take revenge.
Yeah.
So I'm 100% sure they are like more than motivated. You know, they're gonna give it their all. It's gonna be a bloody KVK for everyone in the community that's gonna be watching for weeks, and it's gonna enjoy it.
1093 now is one of the oldest Imperiums in the entire game. Now you guys are an Osiris League winner, and I also believe you guys are one of the top kingdoms in the game currently today. For the community, like, it's being tough in the Imperium, and especially performing at the level you guys are playing now. What do you guys do to stay at the top and continue to beat 93? Like, is there a secret behind it, or like what goes into that to keep staying at the top?
Honestly, from what I've seen over the years, it's that too many kingdoms, they treat each alliance as a different community. Whereas in 93, I mean, we're 93.
Yeah.
Like, you hear about 365 and you hear about JST. If you hear about 93, it's not a specific alliance, it's the kingdom itself. When we recruit as one. We look at what each alliance needs in terms of time zone or what type of player they need. The leadership here is, I mean, we've been friends for years. We would argue, but then we focus on fixing it as like one team. And I don't see that in other kingdoms.
Yeah, other kingdoms tend to just give up. Something goes bad, we're out of here, you know, just new like migration, new kingdom.
Yeah.
In most Imperiums, whenever they lose KVK, they start blaming each other, but here we plan as one and we play as one. And also we have a lot of experience. We were Imperium for the first 5 KVKs. We lost a lot of players, and then we lost KVK 6, which is the first KVK after we dropped Imperium, and we couldn't properly recruit. I think most kingdoms would have given up, because from the KVK 4 to 6, we lost 2 KVKs. We had like a lot of people quit the game, but we still kept going. We decided, I mean, even if we downsize, we're still gonna play together.
Almost got a tear down my eye for that one, guys. My God, it's like a great story. Well, the last thing I want to ask you guys, is there any special thing you want to say to your kingdom and to the community ahead of your fight?
I want to give a shout out to Nico. She's R5 of 93P because, you know, this OL season is 93P's first time to get top 32. She's helping a lot for T's arc planning and arc match. Yeah, so I'm giving a shout out to her. Right? Like, she's really helping a lot. Thanks.
I want to give a shout out to Ark. He used to be former 60GT. We've been friends for a long time, and he helped us out this OL because he has a lot of experience. So we discussed some things, and that definitely helped us improve on a like macro level at least. So thanks to Ark.
Well, gentlemen, I appreciate your time. Good luck on your KVK, and congratulations again on being the champion of the season. I wish you guys the best of luck. And to community, thank you all for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.